having years of experience in the education industry, what is your say on the girl-child technical education?
To answer the question, it's a big question, and it's one that sort of can be hard to bring down to a short answer. But what I can say is that what has really happened over the course of the past 30 years is in the 60s and 70s in the United States, there was many women in the computer science field. So there was a lot of women that were in the field. And then over time, that number dropped. And partially that came from some of the cultural implications of the release of a personal computer, and it was actually marketed more to men or boys and dads than it was to girls. Not that that's all to blame, but there are some historical pieces that drove and began to differentiate between what boys were to like and what girls were to like. And there has been an ultimate cultural piece around that boys were better at math, when actually there is really no statistical difference between what boys and girls can do in mathematics. But there tends to be a conversation for girls to say, oh, I'm just not great at math. And I have found that to be a big part of what we see. But the reason why this is a great conversation is that is the conversation we have to change. We need to bring the confidence up of our young women to show that they are equally as talented as the young men that are in their classroom. So I would say, in terms of why is this so important, is because women make up 50% of the population and their voice is not being heard at the table. We're going to talk about some stats here in just a little bit, but at the moment, there's only 26% of women in the tech field. And that means that there is a lot of content that's not being heard or not being shared. And most women have great resources and information on how to use technology, implement, and how it can be scaled. So that's for a long time, the ultimate piece that I have noticed over my years of work is the confidence and the piece that we tell girls or girls tell themselves that they're not good at this or that's a boy thing. And that's just not true.
The studies show that we are improving, means for the last 30 years, the contribution of women in technology, it has increased, but not that bit. As the US Census says, that equally 50% females are employed, but only 27% in the tech. So in the STEM courses, girls are a little hesitant to participate, or there is some kind of unconscious bias which tells them you are not good in technology field. And I feel it's the parents' responsibility at home to encourage girls to don't think in that way. So I think it's like pink color is for girls, blue for boys, dolls are the things to play for the girls, and the gadgets are for boys. These are kind of unconscious bias in our society that we have to overcome. I feel in gender equality. So when we talk about girl empowerment, I talk about equality. So now no gender is above the other gender, right? So there have been studies, there have been statistics which says that if there are equal number of men and women entrepreneurs, the global GDP will rise from 3% to 6%. And it can be from 12 million to 25 trillion. So you can see the impact. If we all work towards empowering girls to give them the right education, give them the right platform, right? And inculcate the confidence that they are no less, right? You are competing shoulder to shoulder. You are no less than boys. So, and I think Moonshot Jr and Dottie Rose collaboration is one of the platform which gives to different girls. And we have seen that the impact of the girls who participated with our program. So they have come up with good products. And I think more we will discuss in this panel discussion.
And let me add to this, what you said, most of the things I agree with, but one thing I would like to add. These days, in media, in movies, everyone is trying to say, try to do what you like and what you love, even for boys and for girls. So now, sometimes even a boy say, I like this particular thing, I want to do this thing or that thing. And the girls same way. So what we need to make sure if we can let them explore more technical stuff, they're they might get inclined towards technology more and more. If we try to push something to a boy or a girl, we'll not get good efficiency out of that. We want to make sure they start loving it and liking it. So at Moonshot Jr., that's our goal. We want them to get exposed to all different technological skills. And what we have done we have got the good result from all over the world, in United Kingdom, in US, in India. There were some girls who were very hesitant to get to technology. They said they love art and craft. And we talked to their parents. We said, yes, they love art and craft, but how do you think and why do you think they will not love technology? Oh, they don't want to play with these things and this. We said, yeah, that's true. But have you tried to expose them to this in a different way, not by pushing them, but trying to see whether they love it when you show them in maybe using art and craft. Let's use art and craft to promote the technology to girls. And once they start developing the interest, then the sky is the limit. And that's what we have seen. All those girls who were hesitant to come to our course because they didn't thought they will love technology. Now they're talking about technology every time. And their parents are calling us, thank you. We never thought our girls will love technology. So it's not like girls or boys. If we don't give them proper environment and proper way and push them, instead of pushing them, actually help them love it. So it's a different way of teaching, and that's what we are trying to do in Moonshot. We are trying not to give them another school kind of education, but more gamification and more kind of play and love. Not try to learn, try to read all the books and learn it. No, just enjoy, play, and love it. And that's what we have seen. All of our innovators that came out last year from our first year, most of them are girls. And I will tell you, 65% of students at Moonshot Jr. are girls. And we are using technical entrepreneurship program for them. We are providing that to them. So girls can take over in technology or even any field, to say it's not boy or a girl. If they get the proper environment and we give them the proper resources, they can do wonders.